Hello YouTube, Bookum Dano here. I know it's been a long time since my last video, but I just got my very first CBCS submission back, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So without further ado here, let's get this open. While we're tearing through all this wrapping, you see CBCS does a real solid job of packaging. Pretty excited about this. I know what the grades are. I followed along, my count online, so I know what the grades are, and very, very happy. All right, here is the first box. I have a total of 15 comics that I got graded. 10 of them are from a comic store not too far from here called Buy Me Toys. It's in Mishawaka, Indiana, here in Northwest Indiana. The owners, Casey and Kelly, are amazing. They've got tons of comics, back issues, statues and stuff like that if you're into that. But one of the cool things they do is they have their own, for some of the bigger releases, they work with an artist and create their own variant covers. So I've got 10 of the 15 comics are those. So that's really excited about that. So, all right, and right off the bat, okay. This is Harley Quinn Rebirth, issue number 1. It is one of their unique, exclusive store variants, and came back fantastic grade, 9.8. Could not be happier. I have actually I have 2 copies of this one, and both came back 9.8s. Let's see what it says here. BuyMeToys.com, limited edition. Origin of Harley Quinn retold, Red Tool appearance, and Joker cover. The cover is by one of our favorite artists, Aunt Lucia. So we're super excited about that. One of the cool things about these, first of all, I guess you can see they've got 2 different slight variations on this. There's a full color one and one with a very limited color. So there's of the full color one, I believe there's 3,000 comics total in the print run, and in the limited black and white or reduced color is 1,500. But I think you'll see here in a minute why these are particularly cool, because they are connecting variants, and maybe Batman will be in the next run. Alright, so here we go. Here's another Harley Quinn number 1. So I've got 2 each of the color variant and then the black and white. So 2 of these each. They all came back 9.8, which is, amazing. Can't hope for better than that. Okay, and then I also sent, so I said 10 of the comics were Buy Me Toys DC Rebirth variants. 4 of the comics I sent in to get graded are Descender number 1 variants. Absolutely love Descender. I've been reading it for almost a year. I was got on it a few months after it started. I think is March of 2015. But the story is great. I love the watercolor artwork. It is kind of, I like to say it's like a mashup of Battlestar Galactica and E.T. because it's kind of, you know, in one sense, this main character is kind of adorable, but there's some pretty serious conflict going on as well. So these are all variants of the first issue. Let's take these off here. So this is the Painted Visions comics exclusive. 9.8. Yeah, it came out March of 2015. This is a Raphael Albuquerque cover. The art in the book itself is Dustin Nguyen, and the story is Jeff Lemire. Very, very cool. Came back 9.8. Tim 21 is the main character, and so it has a notation that it's the first appearance of Tim 21. Here is another Descender. This is the Forbidden Planet jetpack variant. And this is, the cover is by Declan Shalvey. Hope I'm saying that right. So this is very, very cool cover. Very happy about this. I sent in these Descender books I had picked up, and you know, I thought they looked pretty good, but you never really know when you get a book graded, and you know, with variants like this, if they come back at a 9.4 or something, or even a 9.6, you know, while it's still cool, it's you know, the value takes quite a hit. All right, this is actually the main cover, the regular first edition cover, and this is the Dustin Nguyen did the cover art for this. He also did the interior art. So this came back 9.8. Really excited about this. I've never sent books in before, either to CGC or CBCS. I'm very, very pleased with their service. Obviously, these things are packed super well, and you know, they changed their label earlier this year, and I wasn't too sure of it from everything I'd seen online. I kind of really liked their original label that they've been going with, but I have to say, you know, holding this in person, the label looks sharp. All right, so this is sometimes called cover B for Descender #1. This is Jeff Lemire did this cover, and he's the writer of the story. So I love this. This might be my favorite of the variant covers. I hope I don't know how I'm holding these here, if you can see them or not, but very, very pleased. Again, a 9.8. Alrighty, now jumping back to the DC Rebirth stuff. Okay, here's the Batman #1, the Buy Me Toys variant. It's Aunt Lucia did the cover, and super cool, as you see here, because it is a connecting cover. So I thought that was awesome for Harley Quinn, and you got Joker, of course, on the cover, and you got Batman and Catwoman on the other one. So love these covers. Again, I have a couple. That last one I showed you was the kind of the limited edition black and white. This is the full color. I think it looks beautiful. 9.8. So I got, you know, very fortunate. I sent in 15 books. 14 of them are modern age, and all 14 of those got 9.8s. All right, this is Justice League #1. This is also a Buy Me Toys variant. Kevin Maguire is the artist here. And I believe this is a like a cover rip-off of an earlier issue. Cover swipe, not rip-off. All right, just one box left to go. Thanks for bearing with me, everyone. Really happy. Okay, so this is cool. I mentioned 14 of the books I sent were all moderns. 10 of them were DC Rebirth variant covers. 4 of them were Descender variant covers. The 15th book was one I think you'll recognize. Here we are. Star Wars number 2. All right, Bronze Age book. Like from August of '77. This is the first appearance of Han Solo. First appearance of Han Solo, Chewbacca, Jabba the Hutt, and the Millennium Falcon. Cover is Howard Chaykin and Tom Palmer. Howard Chaykin and Steve Leoloa did the interior art and the story, the adaptation by Roy Thomas. But you can see this is a 9.6. I bought this as part of a Bronze Age auction on Heritage Auctions. It came, they were all raw books. There were some Tarzan books, some, what else was in there? Conan, Red Sonja, John Carter of Mars. So, just some bunch of Bronze Age books. I forget how many total. But I thought this one looked pretty sharp. I thought it looked pretty good and might be worth getting graded. I did not realize it was 9.6. So that's very, very happy about that. Yeah, this is super cool. Star Wars number 2. All right, moving on back to the Rebirth titles. Sorry, I'm just pulling them out of the boxes as we find them here, and they're not, in any kind of order. This is Suicide Squad Rebirth. Again, the Buy Me Toys variant. That's the black and white copy, 9.8. Very pleased with that. Here's the Justice League number 1, the black and white. Here's the color again. They all came out 9.8s. Could not be happier. And I got one more Justice League here. So again, the color variants are from print runs of 3,000, and the black and white variants, all of them are 1,500 in the print run. So again, I want to thank Buy Me Toys in Mishawaka, Indiana. Casey spent some time with me back in late summer, picking out some nice copies of the issues, because I told him I wanted to get some graded. He he spent some time with me doing that. He certainly didn't have to do that. It's a big store, and he had other things to do, I'm sure. But I really appreciate it. So thank you, Casey and Kelly, Buy Me Toys. Try to get over there a few times a year at least. And then they'll be at C2E2 in April, I believe. So looking forward to seeing them then. So great, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.